Hey guys, we're gonna do get ready with me today, and I'm just gonna walk you through the process. The first thing I'm gonna do, and I've already washed and exfoliated my face, but the first thing I'm gonna do after all of my skincare is just put on my Silk Pore and Wrinkle Minimizer. And this is a primer, so what it does is it gives you a nice flat surface on your face. It kind of smooths over the wrinkles and large pores, and just gives you a really nice flat surface essentially to start with for when you put on your foundation, just the rest of your makeup. So after I get this everywhere, I have to let it sit for 2 full minutes because we really want to let it just sit and dry a little bit before we move on to the rest of the makeup. So now that the primer has had a chance to sit, I'm going to go ahead and use my green concealer. This is color correcting, so the reason I'm using green is anywhere that I have a blemish that's red. Green is the opposite of red on the color wheel, and so this is going to help cover up that redness really well. And you want to do this in layers. So if you are not seeing the coverage that you want, after just putting it on, it's okay, you can just let it sit, and then once it's dry, you can put on another layer. I let the green concealer dry a little bit, and you really don't want to move on until it has dried. I've got this all over the place, and right now my skin looks really blotchy. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to my color correcting tinted moisturizer. I use Light, and what I do is use a stippling brush. This is the number 94 Pro Core Diffuser from Sephora, and I really like it. And I just put 1 full pump on the top. Then what I like to do is put a dot all over my face, just so that the amount is even across my face, and then you're just gonna go ahead and pat directly down onto your face, and it's literally blending it in just by patting it everywhere. This really works to even out skin tone. If you have redness, this will take care of it. And I actually use this color correcting tinted moisturizer as foundation most of the time. I don't even have to put on like regular foundation on top of it. I'm really impressed with the coverage, and most of my customers that have tried it absolutely love it and say it's their favorite product, and it's mine as well. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is take care of kind of the dark under eyes, and the way that I do that is I use our light concealer and our white concealer. The light concealer by itself is actually a little bit too dark for me, and that's pretty common, so I just put it a little bit under my eyes, and then I do the same thing with the white. I like to use kind of like a medium-sized brush to pat this in, and it blends nicely together. And as I heard one other distributor say, it makes you look like you got an extra 3 or 4 hours of sleep. And then a lot of times what I'll do is take the excess, if there is any on there, and the places that I've done concealer, even though I did the color correcting tinted moisturizer, I'll just tap over those places where I used the green concealer. It just helps kind of blend that in. Okay, so the last step in really getting your face ready for the rest of your makeup process is to apply a loose powder. I use the natural. We have 3 powders, and I use the natural for this part. So the point of this is to kind of soak up any excess oils or shininess on your face. And the way that you get the powder into the brush, because the brush is on the top of the powder, is you just pat the top like this, and it works its way down into the brush. And then there's actually plenty of powder in here. I do it everywhere, especially my eyelids, because I tend to get oily there, and I really don't want my shadow to crease. Okay, so that's the final step in preparing your face for the rest of your makeup. Awkward ending.